What? Who's calling me? Stop. Mom, I'm busy. I can't talk right now. Ah! What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to JBuck Studios, your home for reviews, reactions, and ridiculousness. Anyways, though, obviously, it's a movie review from Netflix once again, but this is actually a sequel to another Netflix movie, and it's coming from director McG, so you know that it's crazy, and it's the follow-up, The Babysitter, Killer Queen. 2 years after defeating a satanic cult led by his babysitter, Cole once again has to outsmart the forces of evil when old enemies unexpectedly return. So is this new sequel follow-up to 2017's The Babysitter a perfect sequel? Let's find out. But before I get into my thoughts, let me know if you guys were fans of the original, looking forward to this one, having a damn clue what this is. I want to know all of your guys' thoughts in the comments down below. Now let's get into some of the good. So yes, The Babysitter has finally gotten a sequel. You know, this 2017 Netflix movie, and I will be honest, I just watched this the other night, but that was the perfect time to watch it because it is a perfect entry into this one because this is a boom sequel that just picks up 2 years after everything that went down from the first one. So honestly, watch the first one, then watch the second one, but I loved how it connected. They brought back pretty much everyone that was in the first one, bringing back the same roles of people, bringing back the same storylines, but, you know, 2 years later. So I loved how McG and crew and the actors and actresses were able to pick up the pieces from the first one and really make this sequel work in a fun horror comedy mixture of McG's insanity that I thought was a delight. I absolutely loved this movie, and I think it's because, one, McG is unique. He does a very unique stylings with his film, from over-the-top, ridiculousness. Like, if you liked any little pieces in the first one from the kind of tropes, the references, the over-the-top, like, gunshots and punching and fighting, that is ramped up even more in this one. So McG's style and flavor is all throughout this movie, but I also liked how this movie is almost self-aware. It is a take on an 80s slasher, but updated to 2019 or 2020 terms, essentially, because it's almost taking technology, tropes, characters, outfits, coloring and vibes of those 80s slashers, but updating it to hit on today. And like I said, it's almost a parody version of the 80s slashers, but there's also a lot of parody elements in this, or it's very self-aware from what the characters are saying. Like the black guy says, oh, look, I haven't been the first one to die. Like, this is a, you know, a progressive movement, essentially, you know, tying in with the Jordan Peele movies. But also there's a lot of references of just kind of quick one-liners or movie references or something else. I think I just love that because I got the references, and I thought that they were hilariously input into this, where it's a situation where it's life or death, and they just say this obscure, out of left field line, and I was laughing, which brings me to this. What this movie is it knows what it is. It is a horror comedy parody that is very self-aware, and I love that because it packed so much humor, so much fun to it. Sure, it does get off the rails a little bit, but McG's flavor, the stylings, and the bringing back everyone in a hilarious manner was perfect. I had such a fun time with Killer Queen, and I didn't even get into some other things. Like, there's some flashbacks to kind of filling in the story of the first movie that are hilariously done, almost in this like VHS training video, fuzzy VHS stylings that I absolutely loved. When a new character was introduced, we kind of got like a backstory to them. So again, if you're a fan of the first one, the second one is what the first one is, but again, ramped up to 11. Honestly, I absolutely loved The Babysitter, Killer Queen. I mean, it was the perfect 1-2 double feature combo, watching the first one, going right into the second one. If I did have to ding this movie for anything, it would be maybe some of the portrayals of the characters didn't entirely hit. You know, they're kind of, you know, lackluster compared to the first movie, or the story is a bit shallow. There isn't much to it. It's kind of predictable or cliched, but I think they did that to really tie into kind of that 80s slasher parody vibe of, hey, you've seen this movie before, but we're gonna have a hell of a time with it. We're gonna do these ridiculous stylings in these scenes and just have a fun time with it. Overall, The Babysitter Killer Queen is a wonderful sequel that honestly is just so much fun. With it bringing back almost all of the talent from the first movie, this almost 80s self-aware parody vibe running through the movie, McGee's insanity and tons of laughs, but with, you know, maybe a shallow story, it's cliched, and some performances not entirely landing. I would highly recommend this, man. This was a horror comedy parody mixture that I absolutely loved. I ate it up. And again, if you haven't seen the first one, watch the first one. And if you have seen it, watch these back to back to get a refresher, because it is a great 1-2 combo double feature. In closing, I'm going to give The Babysitter Killer Queen 3.8 out of 5 movie references. So what did you guys think of The Babysitter Killer Queen? If you've already seen this one, very much looking forward to it. We're a fan of the original. Let me know in the comments down below. Anyways though, as always, thank you so much for watching. Watch some more videos up there or right over there, you know, brand new content every single week here on the JBuck Studios channel. I'm not entirely sure what is coming this weekend. I might take a little bit of time off. Otherwise, Sunday, we're back with those Lovecraft Country episode recaps. Follow all of my social medias down there. Like this video, subscribe to the JBuck Studios channel, and until next time, we'll see you later.